Hello and welcome to the Quever channel. I'm Jason, your host. Let's talk about bandwidth. Now, for an autistic person, ADHD, bipolar, all those kind of things, they limit and affect what's called your brain bandwidth. Most of you have lots of bandwidth, but you will always have dealt with this at some point in time in life. Let's say you had a massive crunch study periods, or you were at work and had to do overtime and have mentally exhausted yourself. That's your bandwidth limitation. Your physical thing, it's a mental thing. Now the problem is with someone with autism, ADHD, bipolar, all those kind of things, a lot of our brain function is focused just on existing, and our bandwidth allocation is minute. And so our coping strategies, the things we like, the things we enjoy, the things in our safe spaces, take off very little bandwidth. Meeting someone socially, bandwidth. Trying out a new game that you don't know the controls, massive bandwidth. Talking to someone on the phone, whoa, that can be a total bandwidth use. Going to the bathroom or remembering to go to the bathroom. Doing the dishes. Having food. Planning food, holy shit. Massive bandwidth taker. And then, let's say you got a to-do list of 30 items that you want to get done today. And those 30 items fit on the bandwidth for a normal person. But then, something comes along like, I wonder how many USB cable type C's I've got with USB A or B type connectors on the other end, female type. What would I use them for? Why would I need them? And then your brain consumes the entire stack of bandwidth on that one subject. And you go rummaging around in your fucking drawers and finding cables and stacking them up and putting them together, and nothing else will be done that day. Because even when you finish it, you will have no bandwidth left for the rest of the day. You will be completely worn out. You will basically, the most you'll be able to do is doom scroll or something, or just sit back, vegetate and listen to an audiobook, because bandwidth gone. Let's talk about audiobooks. Oh God. I love audiobooks, but sometimes it's hard finding a new audiobook. Because certain things bother me about books. When they do certain tropes. Like when you've got an alien book or a monster book, and for some reason they think they've got to inject let's have an evil part of the government or an evil part of a criminal organisation that's working with the bad guys or trying to screw you over, who doesn't believe you that the monsters are coming, blah 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 blah. I've heard it before so many times I don't need to hear it again. I have to fight past those parts in the books. I have to fight past the... If I wanted to fucking read books with fucking shitty humans, and I would listen to the normal docudramas, or I'd listen to sci-fi and drama and everything with that kind of thing in. I specifically go for the books with aliens and monsters and existential threats and eldritch destruction, because I don't want to deal with the human shit. The human shit bothers the fuck out of my brain. The human shit freaks me the fuck out and pulls me out of the movie, pulls me out of the book. More than once I've had to stop listening to an audiobook or stop watching a film because it's gone down the same fucking path. Now I know why they fucking do it on movies. They do it on movies because it's cheaper. Oh my fucking God, the amount of monster movies we've had where 90% of the fucking footage, we never see the monsters or anything, we just see people being angsty to each other and bitching at each other because it's cheaper. Human drama. Fuck that shit. I watch a monster movie so humans get eaten, killed, destroyed, wiped out. Where they have to fight about existential threats. Not worry about some fucking asshole who's edgelord gonna be their evil person that betrays them at the last moment. Eh! And that takes bandwidth away from just sitting and enjoying the book. Sitting and enjoying the story. I kind of like movies where human beings get their asses kicked by monsters. Where we're not the awesome son of a bitch who figure anything out. I would like Independence Day more if they hadn't beat them back and it had gone to a full-on apocalypse and humans lost. I would have been cheering in the fucking aisle for that. How many times do we get a build-up for this awesome, amazing fucking monster thing that's fighting against us, and then the lowly humans fight back and beat it all back? As if these fucking aliens that have crossed 3/4 of the universe to get here and fighting us, and all of a sudden we the plucky humans, figure it out, kick their asses, show them who's boss. It's like, but this isn't realistic. Now you've seen an example of my brain being dragged away from the talk about bandwidth towards a rant. But it's true. True. It's a pet peeve of mine because I love the Alien books where the alien is the enemy. Burke wasn't a bad character for screwing them over, but it's just like, didn't really need that. I prefer the original Alien one. Yes, you had Ash, the android, but he wasn't human. I could accept that bit. But it's like such an overused, angsty. Listen, anyone out there is going to write a book, a horror book, or either eldritch horror or science fiction, try to make the enemy unfucking knowable. The best books I've ever seen to do this are the Frontline series and the Lankies. Even at the very end of the series of the books, you never ever learn the motivation of the enemy. The enemy is a fucking 80-meter tall monster that also has its own spaceships and that, and also can take over planets. But apart from that, you never get any inkling to how their minds work. They're fucking aliens. It's supposed to be alien to us. In those situations, we should just about survive by the edge of the grim, tiny little bit of our teeth holding on. That's one that takes away from a. Audible books are amazing, but I have to be very careful, because if I start a new Audible book and they start going down this thing where they always do it, don't they? I've got one at the moment I'm listening to. I'm just hoping beyond hope they're not going to bring in the normal tropes of, oh, the biggest enemies in the end are going to be the humans, not the alien threats and that. And it's like, I'm hoping not. I'm really, really hoping that the bad guys, the real bad guys, the entire series is going to be the actual aliens or monsters. I'm going to have to do a rant on Reddit about this. Get it out of my head. Anyway, bye bye. I'm going to stop it now. Have fun all.